all of you. And I'm excited. I just want to tell everybody to stay focused, and all the future and present associates and members, I wish everybody much success.
All right, thank you.
Is it on? How's everybody doing? My name is DeMar. Cashed Out Lumpkin. That's my new display name. Or my alias. I got into MCA in June of this year. I actually quit my job in February this year. My 19th job. I've been doing it 19 times. Do not clap. Because that's actually why I was like, I'm done. I would never work for another man. I've been fired literally 18 times. Every last one of y'all are laughing, but I've gotten, you're fired 18 times. So when I got fired the last time, I said, okay, I'm fired. By that time, it don't hurt. I said, okay. So in February, I was like, I'll never go back. And I actually went through one of the worst times of my life because I was so adamant and I was so serious about not working for another man. I literally was turning down jobs, broke. Like, I wasn't going back. No matter what you were out for me, no matter whether it was a manager, experience, no matter what, I didn't want it because I'm my boss and I was determined. So that's when I had actually, the day that I found the program, I was actually in a webinar for 2 hours about Z&Z. It was a whole nother program. And I got out the webinar and I was still confused. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Because at this point, I was homeless and I didn't have any money. My best friend was like, bro, you gotta go. Well, he didn't say it because we weren't friends. He just said, the females come over, you're here, you're too funny, and they don't want to, so I just had to go. So at this point, I'm in the webinar, like, I'm telling her, like, you don't understand how serious this is. I need this money. It's like, and she's like, no, I'm gonna help you. And I go through this whole 2-hour webinar, and I still don't know nothing. But I'm like, cool, I got you. I'm doing this on Monday. It didn't matter. I didn't know, but I was going. So after I got the webinar, I was still upstairs, and I remember scrolling through Facebook, and does everybody know the people you may know right there on the side? And I was scrolling through, and something caught my eye. And that's the biggest point about it all. Something caught my eye. And what was over to the right was a man, a little light-skinned guy, and he had $900 bills hanging out his mouth. So I'm like, I'm not gullible at all, and a lot of things catch my eye, but for some reason, and this is why I know that this is a calling for me. I clicked on his page, and I'm looking at his, I go through his pictures. Literally it takes me 10 seconds because I'm a nerd. And I'm like, what is he doing? And that's what everybody wants to know. And I sent him like two sentences. I said, hey man, I'm homeless, and I need to get this. He didn't reply back with any personal message. He sent me like this whole paragraph about MCA. Like, it was like, he said, it's gonna take 20 minutes to read this at the beginning. And I read it, made no sense. Made no sense. It was actually the worst pitch I ever seen about MCA. But all I seen in it was, and the only thing that I did comprehend was that they pay 40, you get 80. So that's all I had to hear. That's all I had to hear. So I called him, and he actually answered. He said, yo, I gotta go. I have to call you back in 10 minutes. And I thought it was a Spanish guy. I didn't know it was. So I'm like, okay, let's see if he calls back. And he actually called me back, and he explained. And his main point was, hey, you can spend 40 on anything else out there. And I was thinking, I don't even have $40. But he let me know that you can. This is his first week, and he was like, you'll be my last sign up of my first week if you do sign up today. And I was like, I'll think about it. And I did my little research, my 30-minute research. I only could find your video. That was the only MCA video at the time. I couldn't find nothing else but that old, outdated video with the white lady who was talking about. So anyway, sorry, just to speak through. So he told me that if you follow what I'm doing, if you do what I'm doing, duplication, if you follow my proven recipe of success, which is to all of y'all out there wondering why I'm 20 years old making it, I followed a proven recipe of success. Just like when you go in the kitchen and you go get Big Mama's fried chicken recipe out, and you follow that recipe, it's not a surprise that it came out perfect. You just followed a proven recipe of success. So I'm $40,000 in, 6 months in, because I followed a proven recipe. I don't know how to follow up DeMar. Yeah, I don't know. But
Anyway, my name is Greg. A lot of you guys know me as Cash is King. I'm from New York City. I don't know how to start. Where do I start? I start from day one? Day one. All right. Chris Child's there in the back. That's my sponsor. That's what I came in under. He had approached me with this opportunity back in, I believe it was April. And back then, I've been in online marketing for 3 years now. There was a point in my life where I said, I don't want to work a job. I was sick of it. I mean, I could have been anything. I could have been on Wall Street. I could have done any type of financial. I could have gone the financial route. I've been doing sales since, out of college. I'm 26 now. Ever since, 18, 19, I've been doing, began selling knives. A lot of you guys know, Cutco. So I was in college, and that's when I was exposed to sales at first. And, yeah. I was exposed to sales at that point, and I got the grasp of commission working. Whatever you put out is what you get in. I didn't from an early age I didn't want to do that whole hourly wage type of thing. I wanted to set high boundaries for myself. So back to last April, he approached. I failed in a lot of different programs. And. But I kept going. I would constantly get a job just to work for 2 weeks and just quit because I would go back to the internet. I would go back to the internet looking for that opportunity. I did all right last year. I got by. What started happening was I ran out of my list of friends because I was in so many programs. It was to the point where people were like, I was in the NFL. There are no friends left. So pretty much. I said, you know what? There's millions, like she said, there's millions of people out there in the world. I don't need to pitch whatever new opportunity I was in that I believed in at that point. I didn't need to pitch to them. So what did I do? I went online. I used Facebook. Facebook, there's 300 million people in the U.S. alone that I can find like-minded individuals that can join me in whatever venture it is. He happens to be one of them. It's a long story that we have history. I'm not even going to get into it now, but probably have to make a video. But I made an alias, Cash is King. If you spell it, it's K-A-S-H-I-Z, Cash is King. I figured it'd be a funny wordplay. Like he said, who is this guy? I had a default picture, with money hanging out my mouth because I wanted to stand out. There are tens of thousands of marketers on the internet trying to sell whatever program it is, whether it's selling coffee, whether it's gold, whether it's, makeup or whatever it is. And they're all doing the same thing. I've done that. I've been to these type of meetings. I actually dreaded coming today just because just brought back bad memories of going to these things. But yeah, I keep it real. That's why people. So I came just to tell you guys this is real. That's really why I came. Let you guys know that this is real. But I just wanted to stand out. So I forget the suits, forget the professional talking. I just was going to be myself, and I was just going to, whatever I saw, I was just going to show, I was going to show up. So that's why you see, if you look me up on YouTube, you see everything, everything is real. I showed from day one, from the first check I got up until now, everything is real. So, there's a lot of cameras here, so, all you got to do is share what I've done. What he did was just, duplicate what I did, and then you stand out online, you stand out anywhere else. It doesn't have to be on the internet now. This is such a real opportunity that you can show this to your friends and family. And not be embarrassed to share it, to share information. That's all I do is I share information. He hit me up in April. I didn't believe him at first. He was saying 40 for 80. I thought it was something being run out of like a basement. People were like, I thought it was a Ponzi scheme. 40 for 80 at first. But once I found out the company was real, that they did pay out a check, he actually got it first. It was just I put my head down and it's been. I've been running ever since. That's pretty much it.
Ditto what he said. So kind of to follow up with that, really Memorial Weekend, kind of one of our sayings that we have nowadays is that pre and post Memorial Weekend, because that's kind of when not just MCA started for us, but kind of in a sense our lives changed. Got the opportunity to be able to come out here and stuff. Like he said, he's from New York. I'm from California, Southern California, Orange County. So, being able to kind of last minute, 3 days before, book a ticket, fly cross country to Atlanta to come here to meet you guys, to meet, Mike Childs, Chris Childs, some other people, my team members and stuff, people I haven't met other than online, and people that, have not only made a difference to me, but actually kind of kept their word. Because being in this industry, you come across a lot of people that really aren't who they say they are, or don't mean what they say. And so, meeting Chris and Mike and stuff online and over the phone, it's like you can only think so much until you meet them in person. And I mean, 6 months down the road, the journey we've had and stuff, and it's definitely been exciting. And now with this matrix rolling out, like, I'm even more excited because I can't even imagine what 6 months from now is going to be. So if my year anniversary come next Memorial Weekend, I mean, I don't know what continent I'm going to be on, but I'm going to be.
A lot of you guys in this room really will be seeing, these type of numbers that Mike has displayed. I mean,
the reason why I said ditto with him is because our stories are so similar, and that's why when I found him back in 2010, it's like October. I mean, we were same story and everything. We're trying to find a way that not living that job lifestyle. We didn't want that. We wanted something new, and so we hit it off with that same drive and desire, and that's really all it took. So from going from nothing and having that determination to know that there's more out there than just working that job, that's what's been so satisfying with this, not just this opportunity, but just the industry as a whole, because it definitely can provide a lot for you if you're willing to put in the work and be dedicated and fully commit to it, and not just kind of, I'll see if I can get around to it today. So the fact that you guys came out here, even if it was on short notice, says a lot, and hopefully you can take that into the future and just continue with what you're doing.
All right.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
All right.
What about the rest of you? Yeah. First of all, I got to thank my senior business partner, Mr. Clyde Richardson, for calling me about this tremendous opportunity. Having the recognition of Mike Childs, also an incredible leader. Randy Crosby, hadn't had a chance to meet you, but I recognize leadership. And the baby in the bunch, Chris Childs, I had a chance to meet him a few weeks ago, so I have to recognize that. I'll be very brief, and I just want to commend the people that's speaking up here, because this is real. This is very authentic. So just give them a quick hand also for how many people here for the very first time? Raise your hand. Very first time. Give them a hand. Give them a hand, right? What we're doing is giving you a compelling reason why you need to make a rich decision. See, Mike talked about making a poor decision, passing over opportunities repeatedly. See, a rich decision is realizing it can happen to you. Okay? So you look at these people and say it can happen to them, but you got to realize it can happen to you also. So what I want you to take away is that the concept that we have embraced from Columbia, South Carolina is constant exposure leads to constant closure. Those who expose the most, close the most. That's not talent-based, that's habit-based, right? But see, here's where I get it from. A guy by the name of Bill Britt will probably go down on the Mount Rushmore of networkers. In the 80s, 2020, some of y'all heard of this, 2020? 2020 did an article on network marketing, scams. Okay, they did on multi-level marketing. And then think about this. This is how America works. 2020 is a 20-minute investigative news reporting agency. They spent 19 minutes interviewing people that were losers, complainers, whiners, talking about all the money they wasted, the products that they wasted, how family and friends were not even talking to them because they don't want to talk to them anymore, right? The last 60 seconds, the last minute, they interviewed Bill Britt. And when they interviewed Bill Britt, they interviewed him outside of his house. It looked like a palace. And the interviewer said, "Mr. Britt, it seems as if this thing worked for you. What's your secret?" He said, "I have no secrets." He said, "I talked to 1,200 people and 900 said no. Leave me alone. Stop bothering me. Quit calling me. Beep, beep, beep. Stop," right? He said, "The 1,200 I talked to, only 300 signed up. Out of the 300 signed up, only 80 did anything. Out of the 80 that did anything, only 30 was serious. Out of the 30 that was serious, 11 made me a millionaire." He said, "I have no secrets." So your whole concept is talk to as many people that you can get in contact with. Tell me yes, tell me no, tell me quick, I gotta go.
My name is Paul Childs. And we're not related. It's amazing. Mike Anthony Childs, love you, love you, love you. I'm Paul Anthony Childs. I'm so excited to be here, guys. This is going to be a lot of fun today. We're going to have a great time. Well, let me tell you something. This is too easy. Too easy. It's easy. It's no excuses. 3 to be a millionaire. 3. Just 3. Come on, how many people you got on Facebook? You can't talk to 3 people and then find 3, get in 3. This is too simple. So don't make this complicated. This is a blessing. All of us need this blessing. We're going through something next year, to 2013. We can put ourselves in a position to be out of debt, to get to have more time with our kids and our family. I've done all that stuff. I just turned 55. I'm getting retired from FedEx after 28 years. How much? These guys follow me, I'm going to follow them. Because what I've been doing with this system is not the right system. You keep repeating the same system over and over and over, and that's why you get in debt. My daughter's 21 years old, started college. After high school, $60,000 in debt to get the degree. Have mercy. From day one, from out of high school, she's in debt. Now she's got an apartment, a car, the whole 9. That's not the system I want her to be in. I want her in this system. So she get ahead, like Mr. Child said, in front of money. How many folks want to be in front of money? She don't teach you that. They teach you how to stand behind the money. The system puts you behind. You keep running and running and running. What he said, the wealth chasers, the wealth wasters. Now, the wealth creators. Come on. Come on, what do you say? Let's have some fun.
Walk away with all this money